Hi, welcome back to Travel Destination. When you visit any Asian country, you'll be amazed by all the stunning temples, historic cities, landmarks and natural landscapes that have been designated as UNESCO World Heritage Sites that are worth visiting. Each country offers spectacular heritage sites and cultural treasures that are must visit when you explore. Check out what these travel journalists share on visiting these historic UNESCO sites and tips on planning your trip to the top UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Asia. 1. The historic monuments of ancient Kyoto, Japan. Up until the 19th century, Kyoto was the cultural center cum imperial capital. Since its establishment in 794 AD, it consists of 17 component parts situated in Kyoto. Uji cities in Kyoto Prefecture and Atsu City in Shiga Prefecture. For more than 1,000 years, this site has been the center of Japanese culture and saw the evolution of Japanese wooden architecture, religious architecture, and the art of Japanese gardens, which has influenced landscape gardening as well as traditions around the world as we know it. Most of the pre-modern Japanese architecture, 198 buildings and 12 gardens, that make up the 17 components, were built and designed from the 10th to 17th centuries, and cover a total of 1,056 hectares. 2. Sambar Priai Kuk, Cambodia. In the Khmer language, Sambar Priai Kuk is known as the temple in the richness of the forest. It was identified as Ishanapura, the capital of the Chenla Empire in both the 6th and early 7th century AD. More than 100 temples are located within the area, and 10 are of unique and octagonal shapes. You'll be able to see exceptional pre-Angkor decorative sandstone elements around the site, which are known as the Sambar Priai Kuk style. The pediments, lintels and colonnades are indeed such beauties to behold, and made way for the famed Angkor period's Khmer style. 3. Hill forts of Rajasthan, India. Located within the state of Rajasthan are 6 expansive and resplendent forts that showcase the sheer regal power of the Rajput states, dating back to between the 8th and 18th centuries. This 20-kilometer area, which comprises various hills, the Gagran River, the Ranthambore forests, Jaisalmer deserts, also serve as the perfect example of a kind of architecture that was based on traditional Indian principles, the Sultanate and Mughal architecture. This eventually influenced the Maratha architecture, and became the center for courtly culture as well as learning, arts and music. 4. Borobudur Temple, Indonesia. Quite possibly one of the greatest Buddhist monuments in the world, built in the 8th and 9th centuries AD during the reign of the Sailendra dynasty. A stupa built in 3 tiers around a hill serves as the main temple, with a pyramid base that comprises 5 concentric square terraces, 3 circular platforms and a monumental stupa at the top. Each of the circular platforms, which have 72 openwork stupas, contain a statue of the Buddha. The entire structure is said to coincide with the conception of the universe, according to Buddhist cosmology, as the universe is believed to be divided into 3 spheres: Kamadhatu, the sphere of desires; Rupadhatu, the sphere of forms; and Arupadhatu, the sphere of formlessness. The whole structure is a unique blending of the central ideas of ancestor worship combined with the Buddhist concept of attaining nirvana. 5. Wat Pho, Laos. The Wat Pho temple complex is included in the Champasak cultural landscape, a well-preserved and planned landscape which was developed between the 5th and 15th centuries during the Khmer Empire, so it is over 1,000 years old now. Shaped to express the Hindu vision of the relationship between nature and humanity, an axis was used from the mountaintop to the river bank to lay a geometric pattern of temples, shrines and waterworks which span approximately 10 kilometers. 2 planned cities on the Mekong River banks and the Pho Khao Mountain are also part of this site. 6. Malacca and Georgetown. Historic cities of the Straits of Malacca, Malaysia. There are no Malaysians who aren't familiar with both our beloved Malacca and Georgetown, colonial towns located in the Straits of Malacca that serve as testament to well-preserved historical and cultural influences. Prior to this, these two towns served as trading ports linking the east to the west. Even today, you can see historical landmarks and multicultural heritage displays that showcase the combination of the Malay, Indian and Chinese influences with that of Europe. 7. The Pew Ancient Cities. Myanmar. Almost 2,000 years ago, Buddhism was introduced to Southeast Asia, and evidence of that can be seen through the Pew Ancient Cities. These ancient cities, Halen, Baekthano and Sri Ksetra, created a unique form of urbanization which consequently influenced other Southeast Asian countries, and are responsible for spreading Pali-based Buddhism literature, architecture and ritualistic traditions that are observed until this day, as seen through the Buddhist monastic communities. Mortuary practice, skillful water management and long-distance trades. These cities show the transformation from long ago, circa 2nd century BCE, to the 9th century CE. 8. Historic town of Vigan, Philippines. If you're looking for the most intact example of Spanish colonialism in Asia, then Vigan is the best reference. Established in the 16th century, Vigan served as an important trading post before the colonial era, and steadily became an amalgamation of cultural elements from China, various parts of Europe and Mexico. In the city you'll find St. Paul's Cathedral, the Archbishop's Palace, the City Hall and the Provincial Capitol Building. The entire area contains 233 historical buildings across 25 streets built with brick and wood, and pitched roofs influenced by Chinese architecture. Aside from the domestic and commercial architecture, the city of Vigan's public buildings also show multicultural influences. 9. Historic city of Ayutthaya and historic town of Sukhothai and associated historic towns, Thailand. Founded in 1350, Ayutthaya served as the second capital of the Siamese kingdom, which flourished from the 14th to the 18th centuries. Characterized by the tall prang, reliquary towers, remains and Buddhist monasteries, it became one of the largest and most developed areas in the world, allowing it to be a center of global diplomacy and trade. However, the city was destroyed by the Burmese army in 1767, and its inhabitants were forced to abandon the city. Its foreign and cultural influences, nevertheless, can still be seen in the surviving art and architectural ruins, as all buildings were decorated with high-quality crafts and mural paintings of traditional Sukhothai styles influenced by Angkor, Japan, China, India, Persia and Europe. It was never rebuilt in the same location, and now remains an archaeological site. Today, the city is located in Phray Nakhon Ayutthaya district. 10. Forbidden City, China. Forbidden City in Beijing is the former imperial palace and served as the residence of 24 Chinese emperors from the Ming and Qing dynasties. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987, the vast palace complex currently houses a museum dedicated to preserving artifacts and relics of the imperial era. I visited the Forbidden City during my long layover in Beijing and thoroughly enjoyed visiting and learning more about this majestic palace. The palace complex has over 90 majestic buildings, the most famous among which are the Hall of Supreme Harmony, Palace of Heavenly Purity, and the Living Quarters. The collections inside the palace buildings are diverse and include blue and white porcelain vases, ceramics, seals, jade sculptures, and magnificent paintings. There are also many objects used by the royal family in their day-to-day life. Watching all the artifacts is fascinating and provides a great glimpse of royal life in Imperial China. The name Forbidden City comes from the fact that no one could enter the walled and gated imperial palace complex without express invitation of the Chinese emperor. The palace is the largest as well as most well-preserved palatial structure in the world and hence added to the UNESCO sites list as the largest collection of wooden structures. The best way to explore the Forbidden City is on a self-guided tour. I had a great time walking through the Forbidden City and taking in the traditional Chinese imperial architecture, ornate city gates, distinct sloping roofs, and the beautiful drawings of dragons and phoenixes. Thanks you for watching. Subscribe this channel for support next travel review.